Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 14 of Europa Universalis 4 as Muscovy. Before I start, I'd like to once again say a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Vincent DePaz for sponsoring this video with his generous donation. It really does mean a lot to me and helps me to keep this channel going, so thank you very much. So we are in a little bit of a predicament at the moment. We have no manpower, we have a coalition against us, which is quite sizable. It includes Kazan, it includes the Ottomans, it includes Hungary. There's also a few smaller ones, such as Lubeck and Moravia. Maybe we can get a few of these people out. Our diplomats are all kind of busy at the minute, and we're also working on a mission to get Castile to like us. Which we should be able to do. We do have some aggressive expansion in there, but it should work out doable. Now, we're also working on integrating the Great Horde. So what the question is going to be is, we have an alliance with Persia, which is pretty low, actually. We could do with improving some relations there. We have an alliance with Persia. We have an alliance with Austria. The question... Oh, we are king. I've never seen that modifier before. The question becomes, can we actually get anyone else as an ally that could be useful against us, or that could be useful in this instance? Another ally could be really useful. The other side of things, of course, is just to try and get people out of the coalition, which is something that we'll start looking at. Hungary is supporting Sweden's independence against Denmark. That is something that we could do with a vested interest on then jumping on Sweden at a later date. Not a terrible idea. We are likely to get some separatists to pop, I've just noticed down here. You guys are going to pop in Bryansk. Where is that, I wonder? I think at the moment I'm literally just going to go through and start raising autonomy everywhere, because I simply don't want to have to fight rebels. I just do not have the manpower to do it. That should go down each month now. We shouldn't have to worry about that one anymore. Polosk, Pinsk, Ula, that one is a problem. Polosk, Ula. Yeah, so Pinsk, we probably need to have somebody down here in order to deal with that one. Let's go ahead and march one of our armies over here. It's not going to fire for a while, but we are definitely short on manpower. We are 6,000 manpower in the hole. Can we get anything from the estates? Would be a good question. You're the one that usually gives manpower. It's military power, additional levies. It requires you to have an influence of 40 or greater. It's currently 39. So if we go ahead and do that, and then we can raise additional levies. There we go. That sort of puts us in some positive manpower. All of a sudden we're losing money from somewhere. Not too sure where that one is coming from. How big is this rebellion threatening to be? 18k. So we might be able to deal with them. We were in the process of, and I'd completely forgotten about this. I was doing this last time. What my plan was to consolidate and actually get some mercenaries in here. Let's bring this army over for the time being, and we'll sort of consolidate one of these armies up. Because one of these has got some mercenaries in. Yeah, you've got some mercenaries in there already. So we might end up making like a sort of a mercenary-based army. What's our force limit like at the moment? Hungary's left the coalition against us. Fantastic. Right, we can have a few more troops, but that's not great. So let's try and sort these guys out. Of course, we've left it quite a bit of time, so most of these guys have sort of, you know, sorted themselves out. Let's go ahead and consolidate you. You're still actually a full stack, so it doesn't really make any difference. Okay. Next time we lose some men, then we'll do this. The next time we lose some men, we'll go ahead and... actually, you guys stay around here. Considering we might very well have a big rebellion pop. I'd sooner have some guys in these provinces where it's likely to happen. Patriarchal authority, yes. How much patriarchal authority do we have? Only 25%. We've got a few conversions we could do as well. That's in Pinsk, which is almost certainly going to set the rebels off. Is there anywhere else where... No, we need to look in this. There we go. They've actually spawned right on top of us. Oh, so many things happening here. Lose some army tradition. Times of need. Friend in need event with Austria. Oh, we can ask for manpower. We probably won't get it, but let's do it. Luckily, those guys spawned right on top of us, so that's good. That's another rebellion dealt with, although Kazani separatists are next on the list. Livonian separatists are also on the list. Let's get you guys sort of up here somewhere if we can. Lost some opinion with Austria because they sort of broke their promise. So we could go and get the religious unity. And we do want this next idea group. Having the additional states would be really useful for us. Recall our diplomat from Castile. We're only at 98%. Let's leave him there until some of the aggressive expansion burns off. Do we want to wait for the tech, is the question. Or do we want to take that religious unity? The religious unity might be better off for us, to be honest. And getting that national unrest down. Let's go ahead and work on that. And that also gives us some army tradition, so it was a double whammy in terms of good stuff. Right, some of these provinces are the wrong ones to allow us to do that. We can do it here. Causes an extra little bit of state maintenance. Prosperity's going up though, which is good. So yeah, Livonian separatists, Goldringen, Latgina. So sort of around here. Let's get you guys sort of in place, ready for that one. It's taking a long time to integrate the horde here. Suppress the rebels, causes local unrest and reduce local power, or we gain some autonomy. Oh, we'll just gain some autonomy. It's only local. That's not too bad. Still got some corruption. We just missed them. We literally ran past them. I'm hoping that we can take them out. We're not crossing a river. They don't appear to have a leader. So we might be okay here. I'm literally crossing my fingers at this point. Okay, 2 decent rolls. They got a good roll for not having a leader. And we should win this one. And we did, okay. We still have those manpower problems, but I'm not too tempted to get... well, some of these are mercenaries. Okay, so that's a lot of the coring done. That's good. That'll get rid of some of the corruption. That should mean we start making some more money. Livonian and Lithuanian separatists are all likely to pop next. These guys are at full strength. Rival of our rival is completed. Let's go ahead and pull you back. Let's go and increase our relations with Persia. Gotta wait for that guy to come back, actually. Create a proper fleet. Subjugate Kazan. Protect our brethren in Ingl. Could we get... Kazan are bigger now. We couldn't get them if we wanted to, I don't think. 196%, yeah, so we're not going to be doing that one anytime soon. Let's go and create a proper fleet. 75% of our force limit. We're still short on sailors. Ingil, where is Ingil? You're going to make me type like the entire name in. And you belong to the Ottomans, so none of those ones are particularly useful for us. Right, naval... Yeah, we need to do a fair bit in order to get that one up. How many ships do we have? We have these fleets that haven't really sort of gotten themselves together. Let's go ahead and just put all the fleets in one spot. We have some separatists. They didn't spawn in the tile we were in, which is unfortunate. We do have 2 maneuver. Hopefully we won't get the crossing penalty. Yeah, they have no maneuver. So we shouldn't get a crossing penalty there. Let me just quickly pause up and sort these ships out before I forget about it. So you guys want to go back to protecting trade there. And yeah, we just don't have enough sailors, so we can't even take that mission right now. That is unfortunate. So what is going on here? Oh, finally, we got a good roll. I did wonder why the rebels seem to be winning so heavily. And again, it hurts our manpower, but we will recover eventually. So this is the reason why I'm sort of staying out of wars right now. Let's go ahead then and start improving relations with Persia. Kazan declared war on Kazakh. That's fine. If Kazan loses a load of land, it'll make it easier for us to take. But Hungary's out of the coalition, which is good. So who's left in the coalition? It's Kazan, the Ottomans, and a couple of little guys over here. You're in a coalition. You're in the coalition. You're in the coalition. If we could get those guys out of the coalition... I mean, there's still a chance that Livonia and the Teutonic Order will join when the truce is over. We are going to have to jump on the Ottomans at some point. Just to get them out of this. We are losing 0.03. That's not bad considering we are also still reinforcing. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and bring you back down here. We should be getting rid of most of this corruption now. It is going down slightly. It's still going to take us 4 years to get rid of it, which is a little bit unfortunate. Could we get any decent tax buildings anywhere that will make any significant difference? I don't think we can. We've got another rebel uprising, which is going to be 22k Lithuanian separatists. Braslaw, Kovnov. Which is going to be down... Hang on, where is it going to be? Yeah, we're already standing there, so it's going to be somewhere around here where that fires. Let's go ahead and move you guys up. Just so that you can deal with them. And then that's the last rebel faction we should really have to deal with, to be honest. What do we have here? Reduce... We will impact autonomy more... Yeah, get rid of some autonomy. That'll help us out a little bit. We're close to getting the next one as well, which is good. Yeah, we don't need to get those guys. We can't promote any more cultures right now. So that's not too bad. I don't really like any of these quests. I'm just going to cycle them and see if we get anything more suitable right now. Yeah, 90% chance that that faction is going to pop. We are fully reinforced. But that won't be for long. 67.9% of the way through integrating the Horde, so progress is being made, even though it's slow. And yeah, Kazan, we definitely want to work our way over here to the east, but again, we also want to attack the Ottomans as well. Right, okay, well, we definitely don't want them to take that fort. Let's come in via this direction, because then that way we won't take the river crossing penalty. That's kind of the plan anyway. And then we'll go in with you in the hope that you can just reinforce anyway. Yeah, you've got 2 maneuver, you've got 3 maneuver, so the river crossing shouldn't matter. We do have the terrain penalty. But just in sheer numbers, we should win that easily. And we did. So let's go quickly move one of those forces out. Try and reduce any attrition. So how many men did we lose there? 5,000 men. Hopefully that won't take too long. Our icon is forgotten. So we were getting the one with the embracement speed. Manpower recovery speed, I think, is the one that we need right now. So we'll definitely go and work on that. Guessing we can't get any more metropolitans. We can't get one here because why? Only states which have at least 30 development. And there's only 27 in the state. There we go. Clergy loses... Can we afford to lose prestige for some patriarchal authority? I think we can. Right, now, can I find the right one? Yes, excellent. Let's go ahead and do that. So, if we look at religion now, then, we'll find that we're at 30% patriarchal authority, 98% religious unity. We can get a few more of these Catholic conversions done, so let's start working on the ones that we can. We've lost a general. Truce with the Teutonic Order has ended, and they've instantly joined a coalition. That's hardly a surprise. How much aggressive expansion do we have against them? Probably an absolute ton. Yeah, 111. Still don't really have a free diplomat, and I really want to use the ones I've got to reinforce my relations with Persia and Austria at the moment. So Persia's only up to 98. So I really do want to try and get that up. We're not losing money anymore, though, which is a good thing. But yeah, I was a little bit greedy a little bit too quickly. We will still be able to expand into Europe. I mean, it's still early days. Plenty of time left. Still got 300 years to carve a piece of the world for ourselves. So that's not too bad. Pomerania has now entered into the coalition. Yeah, the coalition's starting to gain some speed. But obviously with Austria and Persia being allies, it's less likely that the coalition will trigger. But it won't stop us trying to get people out. Manpower needs to recover. Well, I doubt it's going to happen, but we'll select it as our mission anyway. I just wish it wasn't taking so long to integrate the Great Horde. But we've started now, so we might as well finish it off. We are making some money. Do we need better advisors? We've got +2 on both of these. Now, we are focused mostly towards admin. We could go and remove that focus away. Unfortunately, Vincent is not giving us many monarch points here at all. We'd actually be much better off with our heir. Moravia's left the coalition. If we were willing to lose 20 legitimacy and 50 prestige, we could take this guy. It gives us reduced years of separatism and is sort of better all round. Which, you know, is not a bad idea. It's not very often I do something like this, but Vincent, you're not really helping us out here. The legitimacy hit we could handle. The prestige hit's a little bit nasty, but... I'm sorry, Vincent, but I'm sorely considering doing it. We need those monarch points. We really do. So let's go ahead and do that. And yes, it does cause a stability drop, which is always a pain in the neck. But we'll go ahead and boost that up. And we'll need to get our royal marriages back, but that shouldn't be a problem either. So we're in negative prestige, but that'll trend up now anyway. Legitimacy is actually okay. Yeah, legitimacy actually went up. So that's not too much of a concern. But yeah, now we'll have those extra monarch points. We are recovering manpower, which is good. We have no current rebellions, which is also good. We're making money, which is also good. 8, 9, and 7. That's a much better sort of split. So yeah, we'll... How long do we want to stay improving with Persia? That's the thing. Mind you, improved relations is up to 82. So we might as well let it cap out. And that'll take us up to 140 because we've got the -10 for a different religion. So we can't royal marry. But we can royal marry Austria. So we'll wait until they get up potentially to the max. In fact, no, let's not. Let's bring you back now. Let's go and get the royal marriages sorted out. The sooner we have those, the better. If we can get some royal marriages done, we might end up being able to get another heir. So we'll concentrate on that. Did you just lose some land? It looked like something changed and I didn't really see what it was. Because I wasn't really paying attention to the map right there. And yeah, we need to get some of these other people out as well. Right, you are back. No, we still have a royal marriage with you. Who else can we get a royal marriage with? Royal marriage with you, because you're already our vassal. We'll probably get a royal marriage with the Great Horde, even though they are already our vassal. Oh no, it's a different religious group, so we can't. Of course, of course. You are our vassal, but you are the right religious group, so we'll go ahead and get a royal marriage with you. And there we go, we have a new queen. Great, fantastic. So, let's go and improve relations a little bit with Austria. Okay, now we're getting Kazani separatists again. In Bulgar. Where is Bulgar? Bulgar is over there. So if we go ahead and stand in that province, that should probably stop that from happening. That's kind of the plan anyway. Missionaries getting stuff done. 82% on the annexed vassal. Manpower's actually coming back at a fairly decent rate, to be honest. I still don't think it's coming back at the sort of rate where we're ever actually going to manage to complete our manpower needs to recover quest, but we'll do what we can anyway. Lose 100 ducats, and Circassia's opinion of us changes positively. Or we can have broken promises. Sure, we'll send them the 100 ducats. We are going to want to integrate them at some point anyway. Pretender rebels, really? Oh, they're in the Great Hordes territory. Well, they're not going to be able to deal with them, are they? But it doesn't matter, I suppose. They could end up with a new ruler, but that's not really going to make any difference to us. That said, if we do manage to integrate them, and the rebels haven't been dealt with, they'll become our rebels. So there is that to consider. Oh yeah, that's right, we lost a general, didn't we? So let's go ahead and get another. You're not terrible, I suppose. Let's go and see if we can help them out. Fort defense or local defensiveness. We'll have the local defensiveness. Looks like Kazan have got some rebellion problems of their own. I mean, we could just sit around and essentially let these rebels take the stuff, but we'll try and kill them off. We are gaining some more sailors, which could be useful. But we'll go and try and take these guys out. I don't really need to do the unsieging. We could just allow the Golden Horde to go and deal with that. Let's go ahead and get the fleet. We can only get one more ship at the moment, which is unfortunate. There we go. So you can see we've already lost a good chunk of our men there. We didn't even kill them off either, which is the annoying thing. So let's go in there and finish them. Luckily, this group is one of the ones that has a lot of our mercenaries in. Let's go ahead and do a well, we don't want to consolidate the mercenaries, so we'll detach the mercenaries. We'll select the rest of them, and then we'll consolidate them, and then we'll group them up and see what we have. No, it is still mainly a full group, really. Just we've got one regiment that's down to 80, which is fine. You guys are going to go back there and take stuff back, so we'll just allow you to do that. Again, we're losing money because we're reinforcing a stack. So that's always going to be a problem. Let's go start to march down here. And, oh, you're actually going to go and directly in and engage their army, are you? Let's see if we can get in there quickly. Nice. Reduced unrest and reduced our yearly corruption. So if we can get in here quick enough, we might be able to reinforce that fight. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, unfortunately. No. But we're committed now, so we might as well just jump in. Again, like I said, it is mostly mercenaries. The state losing some influence. So how's this going to work out for us? They've got a good leader. We've got a good leader. It's still going to come down to the dice rolls, really. And there we go. It is done. So, no, we still didn't get them. Where are you guys heading? You're heading over here, are you? Fantastic. Right, well, let's go ahead and get you guys over into that province to try and reduce the... well, it doesn't look like it's going to happen now anyway. The Horde can go ahead and unsiege their own land. I'm not getting involved with that. And we'll try and sort of remake this group with mercenaries. Let's go ahead and just quickly do that. Let's detach the mercenaries again. Let's select the rest of you and do that. If we group you back together now, you are missing one infantry regiment. So if we go over here, get some mercenaries, get an infantry, and we'll group them all up. So I'm going to end the video there. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Vincent DePaz for sponsoring this video. I really, really do appreciate that. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.